Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we are going to do a Z-fold card, a very simple Z-fold card. And what you need to start with is a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock, which measures 8 inches by half your card base. So basically whatever you're going to do is your standard card base, and I've done this at 8 inches across rather than the A4, so just a little bit sort of out, and then I scored it at 2 inches. Now what I did was I wanted to have some embossing on it, so I took the tin tile embossing folder, which is one of these dynamic embossing folders, so as you can see it gives a really deep set pattern on it. But I wanted something that wasn't going to be too precise or too wide in the patterning. As an example, if you look at the lace dynamic textured embossing folder, there's quite a, I don't know whether you can see that, but there's quite a wide sort of blank piece in there, which would make it a little bit difficult for this one. So I chose the tin tile because I thought that that would work perfectly. And the way I embossed it was to take it, because obviously it's not going to fit in the whole of the card like this. So what I did was to get the precise sort of finish on there, was to take it and literally just take it so that it comes right up to your fold, and then run it through the embossing folder. And then taking it the other way round, so again it comes, and it's easy to line up that way, because if you literally just fold it across, it will come exactly where you want it. And as I say, it's an easy pattern to choose, because the way the tin tile comes in sort of squares, it works perfectly, and it doesn't look sort of odd, and you don't have to spend a lot of time trying to line it up perfectly. So then I just scored the first piece at 2 inches, and it folds back on itself like that. So it's just a very simple Z-fold card, and I thought that it would just add a bit of interest in there. We're going to use Butterfly Gala. And it's this butterfly here, which is the detailed one, and the coordinating punch. And I have done, because it takes a little while, I have actually done 6 of the butterflies, and I've coloured them in. If you go back to a previous video, you'll see colouring of the butterflies, and I've coloured them in the dark rich raspberry in our blend round the outside. Then I've taken the dark Highland Heather for the next bit on the inside, and then the light Highland Heather just for a bit of highlight. And I've done that on both the large and the small, and I've cut them out. Okay, so now that we've done some prep work, we're going to get going. So what I want to do is I want to position this butterfly so it comes literally right the way across. So we're going to take some wet glue, and on this what I always try and do is to turn around and make sure that I'm doing the right side of the butterfly, because literally you just want to do halfway down the body and over on just one wing, because we want the other wing to pop out over the other side. So that's one, and we're going to take it literally on that line there, and then we'll just hold it down just for a few seconds like that. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a block over the top to just hold it down, and we can then do the next one. So the next one's there, turn it over, so that's the side that we need to put the wet glue on, I always sort of double check things because it's very easy to do things the wrong way round, glue the wrong bit, and then you go, oh, I didn't really want to do that. So the next one is going to come down, I think about there. I want 3. 3 is a good balance. So again, I'm just doing the one side. I'm going to put the block down just to hold it for a second. And then I'm going to do the third one, and that's going to be that side again. So just put a little bit of wet glue around the side. As you know, wet glue or Tombow is my absolute favourite because it allows wiggle room, and also it is really strong. It sort of sticks to everything. Now, the balance of this, where do I want to have? I've got a little bit of space at the top, but I think that that'll be fine. So I'm going to put that one down on there. And just put that there. I think that'll work fine because what I'm going to do for the next bit. So I'm just going to make sure that that is stuck down. If you're doing it at home afterwards, which I hope you'll have a go and try doing this, I would suggest waiting for a few seconds for it to dry. And as I say, you can either sit there and just press it down or, you know, just weight it down with something. So now when we open it up, the butterflies will come in like that, which is really rather nice. Now, what I wanted to do was to take the next butterfly and I want to put it in on here. So let me have a look on this one. This is going to come, if I put these in like that underneath, then they will line up behind and they will give some butterfly detail on there. So that's what I want to do with that one. So these have got to be glued completely. So let's put the Tombow on here. I wanted the whole of this card to just be butterflies. It's not going to have sentiments or anything like that in there because the way the gatefold opens, I didn't want the butterflies to be now I'm just going to hold that on there so I can get it where I want, press it down on there, take it up, and then I can just position that one like that. So we've got that one in the center, so that one goes underneath there. Let's take the next one and again just put some wet glue underneath. Sometimes when you're planning things and thinking, oh, that looks quite good, it's one of those things that I start with an idea and then I go, oh, I wonder if that'll work. I wonder if that'll work. So as I say, I'm just going to put it in underneath on there. So it goes in exactly where I want it. Press it down first, open it up and then press it down on there. So we've got the butterflies hanging off and the butterflies there. Let's do the last one. Now obviously you could do whatever you wanted actually, anything that'll go sort of halfway over the edge. So you could do flowers, anything that will work with sort of a half and a half so that it works when it goes over the edge or something. So again, I'm just sort of putting that up underneath, pressing that down, taking it up, and then I can press it firmly on here. Now because this is embossed, you need to make sure that it's glued just a little bit more. So at the moment we've got this so that when it's closed, the butterfly goes on there. When you open it up, you've got the butterflies. Now, the other little butterflies, what I wanted to do was to, when we've got the card opened, I wanted to just sort of position them so that they come and they're just sort of maybe in the between these. So let's put one like that, one like that. One like that. So that's 3. And then maybe want to see on this how that's going to work. So if I close that up, yes, that looks fine. So we'd have those 3 down there. We'll have 2 in like that on there. So let's close that, and then that shows on there. Yes, I think that's fine. I don't want to have too much on there because otherwise it then looks a bit overly busy. So we are going to put, let's do these ones. And the nice thing about a simple Z fold card like this is that you can build up all sorts of things that you have, you know, like a little surprise inside that doesn't actually show on the outside. So it's just a matter of building it up. And as you know, I do like to try and do things that are fairly simple and easy for people to follow. Did I want one right at the top? Or did I want it in the middle? 1, 2. Yes, I did. I wanted one just sort of about there, I think, at the top. So we'll put that one there. So yeah, so when you've got lots of different stamp sets and dies and punches, try and just make the most of everything that you have, because it's great fun to literally just play around with ideas, build up colours, use what you enjoy using, and just work it round so that the patterns and styles work for you or work for the recipient that you are going to do. I want it down sort of there. Yeah, I think I'll have it quite near the bottom, and I might bring that one just in a bit like that. So they're not perfectly balanced, but I'm not too worried. If I was doing this, I would probably get it a little bit more balanced than this, but I think it'll work fine. We could actually have a 4th one in there. I'm not really into... Will I have a 4th? Yes, I think that will work better on there. We're going to add another little one because we only want those 2 on that side. So I'm just going to use this one on here. You can do as many butterflies as you want. I just cut out and coloured in 6 for this one. That way round, that way round. Let's bring it out just a bit so it's there, I think. Okay, then we're going to have this one there. Let me close it again. We wanted it just there and there, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to take that one on here. And we're going to take the other one. So that one can go there. And this one can then go there. And they're both going to go the same direction. So I want those in between those butterflies there. Okay, so, and again, I would wait just a few seconds. Tombow does take a little, a few seconds to dry completely, but, okay, so we've now got, if we close it like this, you've got the lovely embossed, you've got the butterfly on there, and then when you open it up, you've got the butterflies inside, so you can stand it at that sort of angle. You've got the butterflies coming in on there. Now, what you can do for putting a sentiment is to put a sentiment on a panel at the back for you to write your message. And what I would probably do is, which I'm not going to do now because this again is it's more sort of ideas. What I might do is, let me have a look and see what I've got on here. What I might do is to put something like the birthday to maybe come across like that. so that when you opened it, you would have the birthday coming across. It might be a little bit flimsy on there, but what I could do is to put it on a small banner. I haven't got anything to hand to sort of show you, but for example, if this was a lot smaller, I could put the sentiment through on the centre. Then when you open it, you've got the sentiment coming through, and that's not going to be as flimsy, so it's going to catch. So that's what I will probably do. I will probably put a little sentiment in there somewhere. I do quite like it as it is, just with the opening up as the start of something, but I would add probably some embellishments or something on there, or a little something. But I wanted to sort of show you that you could put your butterfly to hang out, but then have it hidden behind with another butterfly when you open it. So just an idea for you. Thank you so much for watching me, and do look forward to seeing you again. Bye bye.